Nation, let's get it. Yo, shout out to everybody here in the building. I definitely appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Shout out to the nation, man. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Also, wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Great show on deck tonight, man. I got my brother Paul D, man. Hell of a good brother, man. We're going to talk some football, a lot going on. We're going to talk playoffs, the off season. For those who don't know, man, my boy Paul, man, first and foremost, God-fearing man, great dude, but a great NFL agent. We're going to speak about a few of his clients. We're going to talk some college football, NFL, man. With that being said, I see my brother, man, in the back. Yo.
What up, man?
What's popping, brother?
Man, I'm good, bro. It's good to see you, man. It's been a while, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we talk all the time, back and forth, texting and stuff, but it's been a minute since we've done the show. You know what I mean?
I think all football season, which is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's been a few months, but hey, man, you know, you wrapped up with Jeff doing his thing and your other clients, and it was a lot going on in the NFL. And then look, the Titans, they had that collapse at the end of the season. My team had a collapse. I don't think there was really anything that we needed to talk about, my brother. You know what I'm saying? It was just really, really tough, man. But what's good with you, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. First of all, I just want to apologize to you. I know we're supposed to go on at 8.
Come on.
I just left. Jeff and I just linked up for a little bit, had to talk over some things, and we ate crawfish.
Oh man, see, I'm jealous, bro. I'm jealous, bro.
You eat crawfish?
Hell yeah. What you mean?
Bro, you from California. When you start eating crawfish?
Bro, I done been to New Orleans. I lived in Atlanta. I didn't eat all that, bro. Okay. Seafood's my favorite food, so we definitely got to get down.
Hey, I take you to some spots. So me and Jeff, we get to eating, and I don't know if you saw my Instagram. I made a joke a while back about him eating crawfish with gloves on. Bro is the top 2, maybe top 1 defensive tackle in football, and he ordered the gloves. So when he asked the lady for the gloves, he looking at me. He like, don't say nothing crazy. We sat and talked, and I told him, I'd have to get up with him tomorrow because I had to come. I had more important things to do right now, which is get up with you, man. So
nah. Hey, man, I appreciate that, my brother. It's always, man, just a beautiful thing for us to get together. We got to actually get together soon. I know we'll both be out there at the Pro Bowl. So we definitely are you going or are you not going?
Hey man, ticket book. Okay. All right. And I know he watching somewhere, my pops.
Yeah. Oh, hey, your baby girl is watching too.
She is. Hold on, yeah, man. I gotta stop the show. Hey, Lana, what's up, Bliss? How you doing, man?
I love it, man. I love it.
I love you.
Paul is a family man. He got his baby in the comment section. Family. I remember last time your aunt, I believe your mom's everybody was popping in saying what's up to you, man. So it's dope, bro. I love that camaraderie that you have with your family, bro. That's why I see you spend so much time down in Louisiana, bro. You're always back and forth.
Man, I am. It's always hard to leave, man. Like I walk around places, man. I hear somebody call me Lil Paul.
Yeah.
I'm name back on Lil Paul. Well, they don't even call me Lil Paul. It's all one. It's like Lil Paul. And man, just to have that level of support back home. And like I posted it on my Facebook. I seen my cousin back in Lake Charles. They got me on the big screen and stuff. Man, just to have that level of support, man. it never stops to be a big deal to me, man.
Nah,
So
this is facts, bro. It's a blessing, man. You got to count your blessings every day for that, bro. For
Mhm.
real, for real. We're gonna talk about a little bit about Jeffrey Simmons. We know that he's coming up on his last year of his contract. We're not going to go into the specifics because we know our brother Paul is out there, man. You know, he in high demand, man. So we can't really talk about that kind of stuff. But I do want to ask you, you know, watching Tennessee this year, kind of, you know, and I don't want to shit the bed at the end of the season, man. But your man's still all pro. You know what I mean? I don't know how he was second team. I think he should have been first team all pro. That's just me. But 7.5 sacks this season. I mean, even without Harold Landry out there, I mean, that's a lot, bro, without your number one end. We're going to talk about, you know, that situation. But there's a guy, right, that I just found out my brother got his hands on, right? A new guy, right? And I'm actually excited about this guy because what's funny is when you text me about it, I already knew about him. So I was already watching and I was looking at him as kind of like a middle round kind of guy, sneaky guy under the radar, one of those wide receivers in this draft that not a lot of people are talking about. But I think once the combine happens and all that, I think stuff's going to start picking up for him. I mean, what's 6'2", 200 pounds? I mean, this dude was what they call him. They call him pretty much Mr. Reliable at LSU.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. The stats technically weren't sexy this season, but 404 yards, 6 TDs. He did lead them in touchdowns. The guy can play in a slot at 6'2". You can move him outside. I mean, he's kind of like a big body, kind of tight end, kind of, you know what I mean? Like the dude got it all, man. How's it feel to have Jaray, man? And I'm putting my GM hat on, right? Paul, this is what we're doing. I got my GM hat on. Sell me, man. I'm the Raiders. I'm Mark Davis. And I am Davis Ziegler right now, right? And I'm looking for a receiver on the outside. I'm looking for somebody that could potentially take that wide receiver 2 spot next to Devontae, Waller, and Renfro. Why would Jaray be that guy? And I have to say this, Mr. Consistency, 89 receptions, 370 yards, I believe, in his career at LSU. So why am I – look, Davis Ziegler, I'm the GM of the Raiders. Why am I grabbing your guy? And I'm looking at it like this. I got a 3rd round pick right now.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the outside. I need a wide receiver, man. Why? What's up?
Hey man, you coming with you didn't evolve. That's a great question, bro. You're not putting me on the spot, you know, because look, I was hoping you would act, you know, somebody asked you a question and you like, I was hoping you would, bro. I'm glad you want to talk about Jaray before Jeff.
Yes. You know, because hey man, look, the future is everything. You know what I'm saying? We know what Jeff does. We know that.
Man, let me tell you about Jaray. Jaray Jenkins, bro. First name actually Jacarlos Jaray Jenkins.
Okay.
But, you know, I like to get a full government. You know, just had a birthday. Shout out to my boy. I was he's out there in Austin right now training with Mo Wells, who trained Justin Jefferson. He's the speed guy, so it's called Slide U, meaning they be running up there. So
what was his 40? Do you know what was his 40?
Who? Jaray?
Jaray.
Like he put it like this. His first day he ran it. And he's up there with like Bijan Robinson and all those other guys.
Say less.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you offline what it's gonna be. I'd rather under promise and over deliver, but just know he gonna slide. But back to your question. If I'm talking to a GM as to why you take a Jaray Jenkins, I mean he wore number 10. He wore number 10.
Mm-hmm.
But they should have given him number 21. Because every time you needed him, he was gonna do something for you. Like that's who he is. He's a guy who wants the moment. And bro, and you can watch the game sometimes. Arkansas, they needed a play to be made. Who they go to?
Jaray. Right.
Texas A&M. Who you need to play? You going to Jaray.
Yeah.
Florida, when you're playing Florida, you get 3 touchdowns against Florida against Premier Conference. You need to play, you're going to Jaray. Florida State. 4th and 4 in the red zone. He gonna make a play, bro. Like, bro, really, and obviously I'm saying this because I'm his agent, but just as a fan, almost like you watch the game, and when there's a play to be made, it's 3rd down, he want to make it. You brought up his numbers,
but that's why I said that, because I said the numbers technically aren't sexy, but I watched film, I watched tape on him. He passes the eye test 10 times out of 10.
Well,
like Like, it's insane how much he does on the field. You know what I mean? So that's why I said, like, for them to call him Mr. Reliable at LSU, that has brought you OBJ, Justin Jefferson, Landry, all these guys, for you to still be that guy and stand out down there at LSU, that speaks volumes, bro.
Well, I think it does, man. And you look at it like this, bro. Like I said, his numbers, they're not very sexy on paper. But if you take a deeper dive into the numbers, as what up, Stu? But like, you take a deeper dive into those numbers, 28, 29 catches. He didn't even have 40 targets this year.
Yeah.
He didn't. So let's say he caught 75% of the balls that were thrown to him.
Mm-hmm.
Out of those catches, 75% of them were for first downs, which means he's moving the chains. He's averaged over 15 yards a catch, which means he can stretch the defense. He can run intermediate route. There isn't a route on the tree that he cannot run.
Yeah.
Special teams, Dave, I'm pretending you're the GM. Special teams. We all know that rookie wide receivers, they come out, they're not going, more than likely, if you're not a first round guy, you're going to have to play special teams.
Always.
Guess what? They put him on special teams, led the team in special team tackles.
There you go.
Bro, he's going to do whatever it takes. And let's talk about this too. You talk about football character. The guy in a world where every time things don't go right with people, and no knock on people who enter the portal. Because LSU is wide receivers. He was on that team, the Get the Gat team that, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Terrace Marshall, all those. And he was on that team, Racy McMahon. He could have easily said, all right, I'm going to the streets of Louisiana Tech to put up $1,500 a year.
Yeah.
But guess what he did? He stayed down. Ain't go nowhere. And
I ain't even mentioned Jamar Chase. That's crazy.
Yeah, some people could look at it like, oh, well, he didn't want to be the guy, or maybe he didn't want to be the one. No, he stayed there because he's a guy who don't run from competition. So that means when things get hard that rookie year, and maybe he's down to number 4 or 5 on that depth chart, guess what? He ain't gonna fall. He's the leader in that wide receiver room. I get it. There's other guys. There's Butte. There's other guys who maybe get more attention.
And I see a lot of people talking about Butte in the comment section right now too.
And I love that boy Butte. 337, right? Definitely. He's a monster. 337.
Yep.
But we talking about Jaray. We talking about run game. He's going to block. He can be.
That was one of my favorite parts of his game that I seen in the tape. Bro, right when you sent me that and you said, hey, I got my guy, man. I literally did I did my homework that day. And I was like, wow, okay. I like this. He's a complete football player.
He's a football player. Pedigree. Yeah. Pedigree. Been around the game. He's related to Jay Hatch. Very close with Jeffrey Simmons.
Yep. I love it. Y'all so tight knit too, man.
Jaray, man, it's just his mindset. He's gonna test better than people think. I'm gonna tell you right now, on that 225 on the bench press, a lot of those receivers run from it. He's running to it. And let me tell you, if he does less than 15, bro, I'm gonna delete all my social media. If he does less than 15, I'm telling you right now. So acumen, understanding route tree, come from a pro system. Dave, you still Dave right now. He comes from a pro system. He can run every route on the tree. And then, not to say there's history there, but let's talk about a guy like Russell Gage from LSU. Russell Gage went 6th round.
Prayers to him too. He actually is okay right now. Shout out to Russell Gage. That was a scary moment. Salute to him. Go ahead, my brother.
Here's my comparison. Russell Gage had 28 catches his entire career at LSU. Was kind of underutilized. Never really was the guy. I think that year DJ Chark had 800 yards, which was the most yards on the team. But Russell Gage got in the league, special teams. Coach Brock from Atlanta loved him. Played special teams. Now, he's producing 700-800 yards a year, got to the second contract. He's a guy. And you could argue that Jaray's the more polished receiver out of the two, the more explosive. Yeah. So if Jaray gets into the right system, we talking about him like a mid-round guy. I think if you smart in a receiver class that isn't very deep
at all,
there's the 5 guys you go get, but then you go find a guy that can do everything.
Yeah.
Like, specialty. He will be a team captain by year 2. He gonna crack jokes. He gonna crack jokes and be a guy, bro. He understands how to be a leader. He understands how to follow when necessary. But bro, he's a guy, and it's frustrating because I know what's in him, and I know he's gonna play in this league for 13, 14 years.
Yeah,
and he's gonna be a guy that makes big plays in the playoffs, in a championship moment. Like in those moments when it's 3rd and 5, bro.
Yeah,
Jaray gonna get you 6, and he gonna get up and he gonna tell you about it. Like, I think what people don't realize, and I made this analogy. for the longest, he's been a backup singer.
Yeah.
This is when he drops his own album,
he taking off.
Like, damn, like maybe he wasn't Marlon Jackson.
Yeah.
You know? And he just waited his time. And he goes up to this NFLPA Collegiate Bowl this week. You're gonna read about him. He's gonna go up there, he's gonna dominate whoever. Like, I'm telling you that right now.
Let me ask you this, because we are family, but I gotta ask you the tough questions. Did he catch any slack by not playing the bowl game? I mean, because I know sometimes guys in college today it's more normal than anything, right? Was there any flack on that end of him not going out there and playing the bowl game?
I mean, there was some internal pressure. I can say that, like with the coaches.
Yeah. I don't want to go I don't want to go into deep.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
The short answer, hell no. Like, how could they? Because he showed up every time.
Yeah.
Every time. He's never, even last year when he could have left, they had a DB playing quarterback in that game against Kansas. He go out there and make a play. He scored a touchdown that game. He showed up every single time. So at this point, we're talking about a meaningless bowl game. Let's just keep it a band, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's the citrus with the Cheez-It. I think come on, bro. I don't even, who like Cheez-Its anyway?
Yeah.
Like, talking about a Cheez-It bowl.
Yeah.
The team not throwing the ball. Let's look at LSU's wide receivers. There was nothing he could have done that could have elevated his stock. There was a blowout. No, none of the scouts or anybody have anything to say about it.
I only asked that because I have to play devil's advocate. But what's funny is I look at everything that his coaches speak about him. I've done my homework. Every coach, leader, great man, great athlete, not one knock on this man's character or nothing. So, you know what I mean? I love that, man. I love it. And to be honest with you, I think a lot of these guys do need to kind of take a step back when it's a meaningless bowl game like that, because we've seen it too many times. Paul, you know this, bro, especially with you being so involved in the college, world. These guys go out there. Who was it? No, it wasn't Desmond Ridder. Who was it last year? Matt Corral. Corral went out there, got hurt. You know what I mean? Like, and then next thing you know, that killed his stock. You know what I'm saying? So look, I just wanted to ask you that, but I know point blank period. Nobody's ever questioned that man's character. I am looking forward to seeing Jaray in the NFL, man.
Bro, I'm telling you. Hey,
you know what? If you can't, we got to get him on one day. We got to get Jaray on.
He watching right now. He's in Austin right now. So Jaray just had a birthday.
Okay.
And we spent 3-4 days in a row because, man, when you're an agent, you're still a big brother. And, this is first time being out. And, we had some issues with getting his housing stuff together due to New Year's and things like that.
Yeah.
And I went out there, and he'll tell you, we were roommates for like 3 days, man. I slept on that house. That couch felt like a hospital couch. But to me, it was just more important for us to be together.
Camaraderie, man. Yeah.
He was ducking me on the 2K. He act like his other controller didn't work. He was ducking me. But we just had that opportunity to spend that time. Bro, he's a great kid that you just want to root for, man. And he lost his mom very early in his college career.
Yeah,
and he made.
I read up on that. I
promised that he was going to graduate, and everything he's doing, man. He has this little photo book with her on the cover of it, man. And like, it means a lot to him, and he wants to finish this a lot for her too, man. So I'm
gonna do a breakdown on him here soon. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get wasted on, get the team on. I want to do a breakdown some of his film, break down some of his tape, you know what I mean, and talk about him, because I think that that's going to be a name that we definitely hear a lot more come after combine and all the other stuff, because the dude's a beast. Shout out to Mick Rader, man. What do you look for from FCS skill players, Paul?
Traits, those FCS guys. When you say FCS, that means like small school guys, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure. I mean, traits, right?
Jaray's in the comment section right now too.
I can't see it, so I know he's saying something crazy.
Boys, he said, boy said I was scared.
He was. He was scared. He knows it too.
Dog Jaray.
Yeah. But FCS guys, you want to look for like dominance. You want them to dominate at that level. It's gonna stand out. It's kind of like when you're watching high school, you could tell the guys that's gonna play D1 football. I think you're looking for traits, you're looking for motor, you're looking for scheme fit, obviously, but you when you look at it, you know that it don't belong in FCS. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Like you gonna look like you look at a receiver coming out those breaks. Can't nobody do nothing with them. Like look at their releases. Look, are they hopping? Are they making contested catches? Are they getting separation? It's based on he said skill position. So at corners, you're looking for length, you're looking for coverage, you're looking for how do they press.
Yeah,
but you know like
the Tariq Woolens of the world that came in and dominated year one with Seattle. Yeah,
like when you look at like Robert Alford, he came out of Southeastern Louisiana. When he was at Southeastern, it looked different. Like you watch the game, you're like, okay. Harlan Miller came out of Southeast. You're like, okay, bro's a little different. South Carolina State guy who played for the Rams went 4th round. I could just tell, like it looks different.
Hey, real quick, shout out to everybody in the comment section asking. Jaray is in the comment section, you guys. Go follow him on Instagram and all that good stuff. Look, and also look up his film and look up his tape on YouTube, man. I'm telling y'all now, you're gonna fall in love with this kid, man. He's solid as a rock. Shout out to Junior. This is a great question because this is a Raider show. You know what I mean? So we always have to ask, the Raider questions, right? So have you been following the Derek Carr saga? This is the last time we'll talk about this on this show, right? So he got benched in week 15, right? We brought in Stidham, our backup quarterback, and now it's looking like we're leaning towards Brady in free agency. But right now, we have up to February 15th to either cut him or trade him, right? He just signed a new deal with us over $100 million, right? But we can let him go and we don't eat any of that. It's like $5 million that we eat. That's it, right? So if you're his agent, right, are you looking to get cut because of the way he was let go? Like, just cut us and let me go find his home? Or is it, nah, man, that contract is nice because it's going to be very difficult to find a team that's going to take on that contract. You know what I mean? Or maybe I'm tripping. You know the game. You know the math more than me, right? This is the situation. He's looking for a place to go win, right? That's what he wants to do. He wants to win. So he wants to be able to say, and he has a no trade clause as well, Paul.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he has a no trade clause.
Yeah, so we have to work with him or cut him. If your Carr had 9 years in the league, played for the same team, and now you're feeling like, damn, man, what are you looking for? Are you looking to keep that $100 million contract, or are you looking to say, you know what, just cut my guy and we're gonna take our chances elsewhere?
Well, I mean, just in not looking at his contract, I'm sure his guarantees were pretty high. So a lot of that money he probably already made. Maybe like the back end of the contract had some outs.
Well, this was his first year of his new contract. Okay. So this was pretty much a prove it 1 year deal in this new system under Josh McDaniels. So, it's kind of this is, I want to talk to you a little more behind the scenes about this actual situation because it's pretty difficult. But I'll say this, as an agent, would you rather work with the team to figure out, maybe do us a favor as well, or say, hold on, man, just cut my guy and let me go look elsewhere, because this is a team that gave him 9 years. You know what I'm saying? We were very loyal to Derek Carr.
You were. At the end of the day, I don't feel like if I were the agent in the situation, first of all, that was really, really good agent work. Getting that no trade clause in. That's good work. I always tip my hat when agents getting their bag like that. I think Trent Williams has a no tag clause on his contract. So
that's a cold one right there.
Yeah. Vincent, shout out to Vincent Taylor. Man, I think it would depend, right? If it wasn't like, I would try to work with the organization initially. I think that's what I would fill it out to see, what were we talking? Maybe the organization could get something back if I wanted to leave it on some goodwill type stuff, and the situation was advantageous for me. A team like the Jets, or certain teams that are like that veteran QB away.
Jets, the Bucks are gonna be looking for one. Carolina, the Commanders. But I think the Jets are that team that pretty much is. They got a solid O-line, solid, receiver, solid running back with Breece Hall when he gets back healthy. Defense is crazy. Like that, the Jets would be one of those teams to look at. I just don't know if Carr could handle the New York media. That's a different pill to swallow out there. You know what I mean? But I mean, man, that's a tough one, man, because the franchise tag, I don't really know the ins and outs of that, right? And this is tricky because if we don't trade him basically we would have to agree with another team by February 15th, and we can't actually trade him until free agency opens up, I believe, right?
In March,
So
like the
we,
league.
so we have to come up with an agreement where both sides are good.
It's a lot of moving pieces. I mean, obviously, you always want to just choose your destination, right? If you can't work with them, I mean, that eliminates all the middleman. Like, bro, just release us.
The Saints too.
Like,
You're right.
Yeah, that's my boy George. Shout out to George.
Shout out to George.
But that I would always just err for like me to try to have my own like go where I want to go, right?
Yeah.
Without having to depend on the team. Because you think about it, if you start putting it in the team's hands, then you're on their timeline. You having to have all this interaction with them. If the tie is gonna be severed and you go and man, just go ahead and release me. You can't find nothing of value. I'm not obligated to work with you.
And look, as the Raiders, we want that cap. We want that cap space. Yeah. That's really what it's about. Get that relief, you know what I mean, and then move on. If we can get a third round, second round pick for him, great. We would rather do that. But, I think they're going to play a little hardball right now because of the way it ended up. You know what I mean? So that situation is tricky. But we'll talk about more about. I'll give you a little more up on that later on. Shout out to Carter. He said, just watched Jaray's tape. Good luck in the draft. Fire. I'm telling you, hey, over here at DOX ENT, we are going to make sure single-handedly to raise Jaray's stock. I'm telling you, man. Shout out to him, man. Look, hey, Jaray, if you Paul family, you my family, my brother. So you got a home over here all day, every day. You hear me? Shout out to Andrew Carr family playing against Cutter. I agree, Andrew. It's a lot. There's a lot going on with his brothers. And like I said, we'll talk about that. I know you ain't really been paying attention to all this stuff that's going on. Let's do this. Let's get the all-pro, to me, best defensive tackle in the league. Jeffrey Simmons, a guy that I would hope one day would be a Raider, but I can't talk about that right now because I'm speaking to his agent. The new GM, and I love that they dropped a video today. He walked in the building and everybody was singing his praise. I love it, man. A black man that got a GM position in Tennessee. They were singing his praise. I love that shit, bro. I love it. But I also know that GM getting, let go, and Vrabel's still there. And then, I think Downing got let go too, right? Offensive coordinator, he got let go. What's going on out there, man? And what's the situation in Tennessee with Jeffrey Simmons right now? Because I know he has one more year on his contract, and I know that he said multiple times he wants to be in Tennessee for the foreseeable future. He loves Tennessee. He loves Nashville. He doesn't want to go anywhere, but he would rather get a deal done earlier than not, right?
I mean, absolutely, man. First of all, like Rand Carthon, man, that was big. 41 years old.
Love it.
He's got a birthday coming up in February the 10th, I think. So I think he'll be 42. Now, I've done my research on him. Look, I got a whole pet, but just as a black man, bro, like I'm proud of him first and foremost, because he's a football lifer. Like his dad was, because he grew up in the game.
Yeah.
And for me, like as a GM, and he and I are gonna be, I wouldn't say going up against each other. I'm gonna say collaborating on getting Jeffrey Simmons what he deserves. And so we're gonna be collaborating together. Just to see that he was an undrafted guy. He played in the league for like 2-3 years. Then he went into the front office. He worked his way up from a scout to player personnel. So he understands football. So it's not like we just dealing with some nerd who ain't never played football.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Deal with analytics. He's a football guy.
Yeah.
He comes, he spent that time with the Rams. There was Aaron Donald there.
Yeah.
Right? He spent time with the 49ers, whose team is built on the trenches. So he understands the importance of a dominant D-line. He understands that he knows football. And he's also not going to be a guy who gets caught up in the numbers. Instead, he's like, well, Jeffrey Simmons had 7.5 sacks last year, but such and such had 20 or 19, 20. No. He's smart enough to know Jeffrey Simmons took on more double teams than anybody.
Yes.
Jeffrey Simmons' best edge rusher was out for the season, and the other best rusher in Bud was hurt. Darnell Autry spent a lot of time out, like it was a lot.
There was a lot of chaotic. Yeah, it was chaotic.
Talking numbers. He's gonna watch the film, and I love the fact that I was relieved when I saw that. I was like, you know what? We can really get into football, like where he's lining up. Like we can talk ball. We can talk from a football standpoint. He knows that Jeffrey Simmons is probably the best defensive tackle in football, not a casual. And he also knows and appreciates that Jeff didn't just turn up in a contract year. See what happened with a lot of these guys?
Yeah.
They'll get to year 4, and you're like, where was this guy?
Yeah.
He's like, well, of course you want to get paid. It's kind of like, like when your girl about to break up with you.
Yep.
You realize
you try to start doing everything right.
Boy, you are. I'll wash your clothes. You as soon as I get home from work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if he realizes and respects the fact that Jeffrey Simmons came back off of being hurt, he tore his ACL. Year 1, he came back.
Yeah.
Played every year. This is what he's been doing.
Yep.
The
Straight
trajectory. Up. This year,
yep.
It's 7.5 sacks. If he wouldn't have been hurt against the Broncos, he'd probably sacked Russell Wilson 5 times.
Yeah.
So you're looking at a guy who's trending upwards, who's been consistent, who played hurt. A lot of people would have shut it down. People don't know Jeff played the last 9 games. He was getting his ankle shot up before every game.
Yeah, and I loved how he was in the locker room after I forgot what game. He was really emotional, man.
He was crying.
Yeah, but see, with him though, like that game, he was playing through some pain. He was playing through some shit.
Bro, watch the first 6 games and then watch the last. And then the crazy part, bro, is like I try so hard not to. Like the Titans fans, I'm looking on Twitter, and I'm never searching his mentions again because you got people where I wouldn't pay him, and I'm like, bro, he could have shut it down and said, "Nah, I'm not putting no bad film out there." Yeah. So it's just like, so saying all to say, I know Rand, and I text the cap guy who's Vin Marino, and I'll text Rand, give him some time. I don't want to be the dude just hopping his DMs like, hey, I'm gonna give him some time. Yeah, I have his number. I got his contact, and hopefully, we'll have productive conversations, and we'll get something that's commensurate with what Jeffrey deserves, man.
So, are you all right? Now, agent talk. Are you? I know you sitting back and you watching Deron Payne this offseason, right? I know you are because I'm a fan of Deron Payne. Like at this point, he's a free agent. I would love for him to come up. We need a defensive tackle. And I think he had 11.5 sacks this season. The dude dominated out there with the Commanders on a contract year, just like you said, right?
The 5th-year option.
The 5th-year option. But, he's on his way out. And, the Commanders already paid Jonathan Allen. I don't see them paying 2 defensive tackles. They still got a guy, Chase Young. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do with him. You know what I mean? So, Montez Sweat. Exactly. They got a mean D-line. I know. We know how the NFL is, man. Like, right now, guys are getting paid, and watching him. I know you're sitting there saying, I gotta sit back and catch what's going on over there, right?
You can't help but watch. I'll be lying to you, bro. And it's me and you being honest.
Yeah.
You know who's up. Quentin Williams is up. But here's the deal, bro. While you are mindful of it and, you understand like free agency coming up in pain, getting a free agency, they might tag him, which I doubt they will, but somebody might give him 28, 29, right? They might give him a bag because that's the thing. That's why teams don't want to let people go into free agency because it's like somebody got a bigger bag than you if they get out of team control, but I am cognizant of it, right? I understand, like, other agents have reached out to me of D tackles that are up for deals, and then they'll hit you up, and I'm like, how you got my number? But anyway, I'm honestly, I'm watching it, but
you already know what your dude does anyway, though, so it doesn't really matter.
And I don't want to curse because my daughter's probably watching, but man, this shit about us.
Yeah.
I think maybe if I didn't have the best defensive tackle in this pool, I'd be watching to see what other people got, or there'd be that fear like.
He's going to set the new standard. He's going to set the new standard.
Oh my goodness. Maybe I would be like, oh my God, well, if I only get him 20 something, such and such, the best agents have the best players. And I got the best defensive tackle, full body of work. Turn on the film, #1 run defense every year. I got the best defensive tackle.
I agree.
And I'm being honest. So whatever they get, they get. I'm never one to pocket watch. I hope they all break the bank, but I don't worry about the market. We are the market. You know what I mean? And I know you looking at me like Paul different than September. Hey, I ain't that person no more. This ain't 2022.
Hey, every day we growing, brother. If you're not, then you're doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is this. I'm watching Deron Payne because at the end of the day, I want to see somebody's gonna pay him astronomical amount of money because of what he did this season. You know what I mean? And with Jeffrey, he has a full body of work. You know what I mean? And also he has never played really on a dominant D line. Yeah, Landry was out there. You know what I'm saying? I love Landry. Didn't he have like 17 and a half sacks last year? Somewhere around there?
He had like 16, so he went crazy in the contract year. He got his bag.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
But 17 M's a year now.
You know, so I just know, me personally, I'm definitely watching. I'm definitely watching. John, I got to say this, bro. There's not that many African-American GMs in the NFL. I think that's like, I don't know what you're trying to do with that, my brother. I'm just going to say this. It's clear cut. There's not that many African-American GMs in the NFL. So when we get one, we get two, the Reggie McKenzie's of the world, we like, yes.
And I think something too, John, like also, I mean, you got to think about it. There's a Rooney Rule in place because of the disparity and the opportunities that Black general men weren't given. So, like when you see that things start to work and he's a deserving candidate, you know, I'm proud. If it would be a woman GM, I'd be proud.
Yeah, but it's well deserved as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm gonna be honest. And John, look, I don't care. I keep tabs. I love that Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season in Pittsburgh. I look at that. It's like, wow, one of the greatest head coaches in the NFL. You know what I mean? We need more of that. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm big on diversity. I am from South Sacramento, California, one of the most diverse neighborhoods in the world. Color to us means nothing.
Think about it. The Titans have a woman owner and a Black general manager. That should make everybody proud. Like,
that's dope.
And a deserving candidate.
Yeah, straight up. Shout out to Jeffrey Simmons, man. You already know. We'll get off that. I gotta ask you, what's going on with Tyree? What's going on with Tyree right now?
Tyree, hey man. Hey, before you I'm glad you got off the Jeff, but we're gonna get it done. Though. I appreciate it though. I'm working. Just know.
I know you are. I know you are.
There's a text that Jeff sent me. Right, I printed it out and I look at it every day. I'm gonna tell you what it say afterwards, and I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna send it to you offline. But I love that dude, man. And I want that money not for him. I mean, not for me, or not to, I want it for his family and him to have that opportunity, man. Like, cause he really deserves it. Like, for real. I ain't even thought about a payday for me. And that's how locked in I am.
And it'll be life changing for all parties. But at the end of the day, you're looking at your client because he deserves it. I think for him to be as dumb, didn't he get paid like 10-5 this year? Something like that?
No,
10?
Jeffrey Simmons was the 38th highest paid defensive tackle in football. He made $2.2 million this year.
I thought it was 10.
No, 10 if he plays on the 5th-year option next year.
Okay, that's what it was that I see. The 10.
And I see fans all the time, bro, and not to get on my soapbox, but like he's already played on the discount.
Yeah.
You got Jeffrey Simmons for 4 years for $12 million. Come on now. If he'd have got picked in the top 5, he already 20 M's behind the top 5 pick in that draft. We got to make up. We got to make it up.
Shout out to George. We don't worry about the market. We are the market. Man, talk that shit, George. Let's go.
I can't believe I said that. I'm wilding.
I know that's some real bullshit. Talk that shit, Paul. Hey. See, you know what's funny? When I first met Paul, right? Paul's always been confident. Always been confident. Always been a confident guy. And I love that. When I first met him, playing football with my sons, like I was like, man, good dude, confident dude, just a great. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing it grow and grow and grow, and I love it, bro. That's the maturation of Paul D, bro. Like I love it, bro.
I ain't mean, but look, if you listen to J. Cole early albums, he was just happy to be here. As he started rapping more, he like, I'm the best. Ain't no peers, So
yeah.
But nah, man, we gonna get to it. You asked about Tyree.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Tyree is still in the playoffs.
I know. New York Giant.
Bro, and what you don't know, man, is like when I say we because it felt like it was both of them. We got released from the Ravens. That was a dark day for us.
I remember.
Oh, you remember? I hit you up. I'm like, bro, because it's just like, damn, like I thought we had more time. And as an agent, you can't panic. The waiver wire get popping. We got it good. And when he went to the Giants, I'll be honest with you, because they picked 5th in the waiver wire, which meant they had a terrible record last year. I'm just like, well, we're going to the Giants.
Yeah. And behind the scenes, for those who don't know, all of us guys were pushing Raiders. Tyree. We needed some help.
They claimed him. Yes. They were 18th, I think.
We put a claim in, which I love. Like I'm always gonna hold that dear to me, man, because all of us content creators wasted. Me, Mitch, everybody put out videos. Let's bring Tyree in, and we put a claim in, but we missed out on it. But guess what? Tyree went to the Giants, and like you said, playoff.
So, man, I think for Tyree, man, going there into his third year, you know, you got people calling you talking about practice squad, and I think your football mortality, you know, when you get to the league, you're like, I'm getting to a second contract. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You never think, damn, I'm gonna get cut.
Yeah.
But wait, practice squad, $9,000 a week as opposed to what I was making. Yeah. You start thinking about all that. Like, what about my dogs? You know, like you got these two big ass dogs. You start thinking about your dogs, and you know, I'm moving from Baltimore to New York. I think what it did for him, man. I think he needed that change of scenery because he had started 13 games in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. He went to New York, bro. Got to just be one of the guys. They got staples on the tackles on both ends. And a new coach, a new culture. So he kind of got a fresh start. Yeah. And man,
let everybody know in the chat who Tyree is, who we're talking about. This is one of our brother Paul's clients. Is Tyree Phillips.
Oh, my fault. Tyree Phillips, third round pick out of Mississippi State.
There we go.
Played tackle, played guard, played 7 instruments. An excellent singer, a lovely fellow. He got dogs. He's just a lovely soul, man. Preacher's kid.
Yeah,
man, love Tyree. Shout out to his pops. Just had a birthday, man. That's Grenada, Mississippi. Fine, man. You should come down to the camp with me this year, bro. Bring the kids.
Hey, bro. Let me know I'm riding.
We outside. Look, all summer is OTAs, outside team activities. And
hey, if need be, I'll drive, bro. If we ain't on no flight, just let me know.
Right. Well, you know, we'll see. But
I'm moving around this year, bro. So I'm trying to do some different things, man. So you know, and let me ask you this though: is there some other guys? I can't really say that right now. Is there some guys already that you're talking to that some other guys, some other college kids, or some other? We can't say too much because it's like you don't want another agent to swoop in. But is there somebody that's pretty much locked in right now? You know what I mean? I know Jaray, I know Tyree, I know Jeffrey Simmons.
Let me we got to get back to Tyree because I got something I got to tell you.
Oh no, yeah, I want to talk about Tyree because man.
That's my guy. Man. I can't get to talking about the future and not worry about my present. That's my guy.
Yes.
The other dudes might come. He here. But I say, man, you know, there's another guy we gonna lock in on in the next week. Guy who people thought was gonna go back to school. He's not. Another wide receiver, big body. I'm gonna tell you about it. Just think SEC.
Okay.
Think Mississippi State. I got another one. We back. That's this year. We'll be in
Hold on, bro.
This year's draft.
You got to call me.
Had he come back to school, we talking first, second round pick next year.
I already know who you're talking about.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But you know, I had to go back to Starkville. You know, good things happen for me in Starkville. But anyway.
And I want to talk about this name too, if you're familiar with my guy, because this is a guy that I want to be a Raider.
Corner.
Like my favorite cover corner.
Out the world.
Yeah.
He from Grenada. Bro is a dog.
My favorite cover corner in this draft. And I
think Sauce Gardner type rookie.
Yep.
Absolute dog.
Yeah.
Go get him at all costs. Pay that man.
Yeah.
Pay that man.
Yeah.
No
That's
doubt.
my guy, man. My favorite corner in this draft, bro. I promise you. I've been screaming to get him, and I feel like he's moving under the radar because of like the Christian Gonzalez out of Oregon, the Joey Porter Juniors, the Cam Smiths. Emmanuel Forbes is going to be a guy that maybe falls to the end of the first, second round, and I'm hoping that we grab him, bro.
But back to like, you know, so I told you about that guy that's coming. Shout out to Meek. What up, Meek? That my people out there late. What up, big brother Tommy?
Hey, if you ever get locked up down in the 337, hit up Meek's bail bonds.
Fam got daycare, had a club. I gotta take you to Lake Charles. You look like everybody from out there. You have to slide.
My man's a hustler, bro. I respect that.
Well, Meek is the wife, and the husband is my frat brother. That's my people. They run Lake Charles. If you ever in Lake Charles, pull up. They're gonna be cooking the black pots, all that.
I need all that.
Now, you know. Yeah. But I think we were talking about just the next year's crop, bro. 24 gonna be a movie. Like it's gonna be the signature draft class of my era. Like it will be. Hey, it will be. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, God willing. Yeah.
So we talked about Jeff. We talked about Tyree. We talked about Jaray. Let's talk about Paul. What you got going on right now, man? I mean, I know you know. For those who don't know, I mean, the attorney stuff, and you got so much. You a Swiss Army knife, bro. Like you got so much going on. Like what's going on with the man? You outside of your clients, bro. What's going on with you, man? And let everybody else know where to follow you and where you are and what you got going on as well, man. You know, I mean, you already a familiar face over here, but we got a bunch of new subs. We got a bunch of new subs since then. So I want people to know, you know, who you are instead of just your clients. You know what I mean?
Oh man, well, I'm Paul Derousselle. You know, just a kid from Eunice, like the Eunice, Louisiana, big town, 13,000 people. Yeah. You got a super Walmart. But man, I'm on social media at Paul Derousselle. You know, my boy George, he gonna put it in the comments. He know all my stuff. That's my guy, but one of my best friends. Shout out to
I'll put it all in the description too after the video.
All good, but man, bro, just God fearing, growing every day, man. Like you know, you and I, you came to church with me before.
Yeah,
I'm still on that path, still on that trajectory. Almost 11 months.
You going Sunday or are you out of town?
I'm going.
I'll be there with you. I'm going. No, hey, I will be there.
You will be. We might have a special guest with us too.
Well, I'm going.
We might have 90. I'm talking him into coming to church too if he's still here. Jeff.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna talk to Jeff myself and say you got to come on the show, man.
Yeah, bro. He gonna come. He'll do it for you, bro.
Nah, I know.
But man, just I'm in the community, man. I care about my people. Like this agent stuff, this lawyer stuff is all great, but like I am aware that only what I do for God gonna matter in the grand scheme. And I think you know we get so caught up in like, yeah, I'm growing, yeah, this Jeff deal coming, yeah, all that, but like none of these blessings and none of the things that's starting to happen for me would be happening, man, until I took that look at myself and wanted to be better and overcome a lot of the demons, overcome a lot of the shortcomings and things that I wasn't doing right. And, you know, it ain't no coincidence. You know, I sit on the floor with you at Kevin Hart show, right? That ain't nothing but God, you know, putting pieces in my life. And I think I had to get out of my own way. And you and I kind of talked about that, bro. Like not running behind women, not doing all this. Like I'm chilling, I'm grounded. And it's just crazy that like a lot of people in the world are starting to see what people in my circle kind of already saw in me. But it's like I had to like, nah, I'm coming right now. You know what I mean? Like it's a quiet,
man. Everybody's seen it. You just had to see it, man. And I know you knew it was there. You know what I'm saying? Like I always send you texts before too. I was like, man, hey, bro, like, you know, like, bro, you got it, bro. Like you got it. Like,
it was crazy. I was up there at the collective at the training place, and I was just sitting there, just chopping it up with the athletes, just running it. You know, like they thought I played ball. I was like, bro, I'm not Udonis Haslam. Like, what y'all think? What position I'm about to play?
Yeah.
Like, what am I gonna do? You know. So anyway, and one of the trainers, one of the guys came in there afterwards. He was like, bro, like you must got everybody in the league. He thought I was the person from Clutch, like the big sports group, because they knew that somebody from there, and they just, you know, bro, it's just. I love my craft, bro. I love what I do. And it's just like to see myself start to get better, man. And, you know, to sit with Jeff tonight and have dinner and know that he trusts me and believe in me, bro. Like that means more to me than anything else. And you know I'm telling you the truth, bro. And everybody in the group know, you know, how they say light-skinned people are soft. But like I get my feelings because like this means more to me than just a check, than football. But a lot of this is like validating the belief that other people have had in me, but it's also like validating that unwavering belief that I have in myself, where it's like people hitting me up, looking at me not giving up. This is my 10th year at this shit.
Yeah.
You know, like the world looking at it like, you know, these ESPN people hitting me up, that they looking at me like I'm some overnight success.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro, I've been making a lot of mixtapes that ain't nobody buy.
Yeah. And I know about a lot of it. You told I know, and some names we talked about them in the past, but hey, bro, God is good. And guess what happened was you started doing the work. That's what happened. Nothing else changed, but you started doing the work, right? Put the distractions over there, put all the other stuff over here, tunnel vision, boom. Now you're gonna be on top of the world, bro. Not only career-wise, not only financially, but spiritually. Like when you there right here, everything else comes with it. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think when you commit to something, and I hope I'm not alienating any of the people watching and turning this into a Tony Evans sermon. But what I'm saying is that, like, just showing that level of discipline and saying, no matter what, I'm going to church on Sunday. I'm getting up. I'm going to Bible. I'm gonna do this. It kind of trickle down to every other facet of my life. You become more disciplined in one area, you become more disciplined in other, and now my guys are looking up to me because they see, like, I'm not just giving you a sermon, I'm living like that. Now granted, I'm gonna still curse around them sometimes. I'm not all the way square.
Come on, bro. At the end of the day, man, we all ain't perfect. We all gotta work on some shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I remember you called me, and we're not gonna talk about the situation. We talked. We were texting, actually. I don't know. We might have been on the phone. The Miami trip. And you even told me, you was like, I got a lot better though. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a lot better, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just kicking it out there with all the athletes and all the guys that your circle of brothers, to see, like, you out there standing on your square, like, bro, like, this is the new me, bro. That's respect, bro.
It's hard to not drink when you out in a section, and
we sitting on the floor at Kevin Hart drinking and Paul ain't rocking. He ain't drinking. And
you got to think about it. If I get to that point, right? Let's say
we was at Mitchell Renz house getting on one. Shout out to Mitch.
Shout out to my boy, man. That's my people.
And Paul sat there the whole time and just kicked it with us and just relaxed
and had a great time, man. Like, just finding out that sometimes we drink, sometimes we do stuff to be another extent. I'm still the same me. I'm just a better me when I'm like this. I'm more like being more intentional. But man, I remember you and I, we sat at Kevin Hart, and I'm just sitting there like, bro, that's all just from organic relationships, and that's how I want to build an agency and continue to grow organic people. I'd rather have 12 clients that I know that there's like, these my guys, and just people I find and just rep. Like, I want it to be a family.
You left an impression with my pops. For those who don't know, he is Kevin Hart's bodyguard, and he was out here a few weeks ago. Remember, I called you. You was out of town. You were in Louisiana. I was like, come kick it, bro. Like, let's have some cigars. Pops is in town. He asked about you. You know what I'm saying? So remember, we sat in a hotel with him for hours and just talked about sports and everything, right? So, I want you to know, my brother, like, regardless of anything, look, I met Paul last year, and I look at him dead like a brother to me. Like, I love him to death because he leaves a lasting impression. Anytime I say the name Paul, my sons have only met Paul one time. And what's going on with Paul? I told him I was going on the show today, and it was just, they tell Paul I said hi. You know what I mean? So, like, I just want you to know, bro, like, keep grinding. Look, bro, you already there. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Shout out to Chastity. My son Ashton will be attending Oregon soon, referred by Dorsey. Looking forward to speaking with you soon.
Oh yeah. So my cousin Dorsey, that's, like, I call him my brother, like my brother cousin. He's been telling me about this young man. He just committed to Oregon.
Yeah.
He's a dog. He's a ball player. Hey, I ain't gonna miss that conversation, Miss Chastity. You already know. Look, I ain't hard to find. Hey, come on over to that road. And bro, it's a lot of that. Like, the area where I'm from, it's a lot of kids that's about to start. That's why, I ain't answered a lot of the emails. A lot of big agencies have been reaching out to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, nah, y'all, I'm good right now. Y'all know what it is. You don't want to have to deal with me. I'm gonna be a problem for a very long time.
Hey. That's what's up, man. The success is going to be sustained.
It's about to get ugly, uglier than Seal.
Shout out to Rule. Can Paul represent high school athletes for Neil?
Yeah, it's coming. I saw, I've been becoming a little bit more well versed in it, and I'm gonna tell you why I haven't really gotten into it yet.
Yeah,
because I don't want to get into something like that I ain't 1,000% confident in just yet. Right. Mm-hmm. So let's say I try to sign somebody to an NIL deal and I make these promises and I don't deliver. Right. Then, when it's time to come sign for an agent, they looking at me like, bro, I'm not fooling with him. Like, he's already dropped the ball. I'd rather not have the ball and let somebody else go deal. Because at the end of the day, they can sign out this NIL stuff they want. By the time them young kids ready, the Jeff Simmons deal gonna be under my belt. It's gonna be a lot of them where it's like, you can do all this marketing. You can hire outside marketing. Right. Yeah. That marketing is going to be the marketing. I want to be great at this first and foremost, right? Like the NIL stuff, that's gonna come as we grow. We'll probably have people dedicated to high school NIL and college NIL. But right now, that's not my focus because why would I I don't want to do anything I can't be elite at. And I don't want to put out no bad film. If I put out some bad film, I can't come back from it.
Yeah. But I like that question because I know how involved you are with the youth, right? And I know how much you care about these kids coming up. I know you don't want to see them get, you know what I mean? I know there's some I don't want to get fucked over, bro. Like real talk. And you know what I mean? I know someone like Paul will actually care and make sure that they're taken care of if he was, you know, involved with that. So that was a great question. Shout out to Rob real quick. Love this man's outlook. Awesome vibes, bro. Shout out to my brother Rob, man.
This man Rob make me want to go do some push-ups right now.
Hey, he is the swole member of the nation.
Bro gotta come. If he in Vegas, like he gotta come with me to the Pro Bowl and just walk around. If he walks with the club, they gonna think I'm somebody.
Oh, Paul, hey, we got the telly too, bro. So let me know. We got the hotel out. We got the hotel out there.
Bro, I just talked to Jeff. I'm working on that, bro. My dad talking about coming to the Pro Bowl.
Yo,
bro, if you see my dad, you're just gonna bust out laughing. That's how much we look alike. Hey, you just gonna start laughing, bro. It's hilarious.
I love that.
He might go to Bruno Mars. He's gonna be out there just living. I don't even think he care about the Pro Bowl. And you know, him and Jeffrey are frat brothers. So
wow,
he's gonna be out there barking and doing his neck like he need a chiropractic adjustment and all that. So he's gonna just have a time.
Let's get a couple questions in before we get out of here real quick. I love that your daughter's been here the whole time saying, I love you, daddy. Awesome. All that. I love that.
Man, I appreciate you posting her too, man. Look at my hey man, y'all go follow my daughter, man. Alana plays. She be playing games. She can draw too. I'm gonna get her to draw you something, girl.
I will put that in the man cave immediately, bro.
You gotta put her in the man cave. She draws. She a great vocalist too. I don't know if you know, but y'all be, you know, you follow me. You know, I sing all the time. So
you were singing at church, bro.
Chill out, man. I'm debuting. Bro.
Everybody at church kept calling me John B, bro. They was like, bro, you be singing. You look like you be singing, mother. I'm like, come on, man.
They looking at me like we met somebody lighter skinned than Paul.
Yeah,
this is crazy. But with text, hey, but so my daughter, we started this thing. I'm gonna answer that question too, bro. Look like he my cousin. What up, Trayvon? Me and Trayvon about to post up. So my daughter, you know, there's this thing where, you know, you start singing like in the Broadway voice, right? So she's like, Dad. So it's the song I made up. It's called I Enjoy Being a Dad. So I started singing. I'm going to hit it for you real quick. So it's like, I enjoy being a dad. So we sing it together, right?
Yeah.
So I started singing it, bro. And it kind of took off. So me and Tyree have this thing where anything we like, we just enjoy. So if they win a game, I text enjoy. So one time my daughter saying she enjoys being a giant. And Tyree shared it on his page. So I'm thinking, man, 2 years, we're singing the national anthem. Like I'm about to start getting my daughter. I'm gonna let her get 13, and then we about to take off. I'm about to be the dad manager.
I love that. I love that, man. And shout out to your baby, because I know we spoke behind the scenes. I know how much you love your baby girl, man. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Let's get a couple questions in, y'all, before we dip up out of here. Trayvon says, and I love this question: how would I get into your profession? Where would one start?
Bro, I'm an English major, so I appreciate it. He said, where would one start? I enjoyed that. I mean, man, if you're trying to get to the NFL agents, you can go to the website. It's like the NFLPA. It's like agents, and it tells you all the credentials, like what you need. The high level is that you know, the NFL requires you to have a bachelor's degree and a master's or a law degree, or what's called 7 years of significant negotiation experience. That's very broad. You could be like, well, I was a car salesman for 7 years. So nobody really knows what that 7 years means, of course. But after that, you'll take a test. You have to pass a background check. The test is generally offered in July every year. You pay like $2,500 to go take it. They send you all the packets. You pass the test and shit. You're an agent. You got to get your insurance. It costs you about $3,200 a year. Keep it pushing. Got to sign. You have to sign a client every 3 years, or negotiate a contract every 3 years, or you have to recertify and take the test again. And
there you go, Trayvon. Real quick, shout out to class.
You got my Instagram and stuff, bro. If you want to, just hit me up, man, and I'll be happy to talk more to you at length, or at least send you to disseminate the material to you. Because like I ain't no gatekeeper to this, bro. I'm lucky as hell to be here. What I look like, I mean, I can't help you get on this Jeff Simmons deal because that's my deal. But
and I like that you said that because shout out to Q. Bro, we would love to have him be a Raider, but guess what? I'd rather have him lock that deal up beforehand. So my brother and Jeff are taken care of. Their families are good for life. And hopefully we find one in this year's draft and we good, right? So in a perfect world, we find one on a rookie deal. And this year, Paul and Jeff get the biggest defensive tackle deal. Because I know Aaron Donald's like 31, somewhere around there.
Hey. 3 years, 95, 31.3. I know the number. I know the guarantees. I know the structure. Bro, I see that number in my sleep. I see that number, bro. There isn't a night that goes by that I'm not working in this. Because, bro, the deal for me means, like I said, what it means for Jeff, but it also means a lot to me because, you want to prove to yourself that, like, bro, I could do this. There's a lot of agents that don't do their own deals. Yeah. They hire outside cap guys. Like they don't. I'm too competitive for that, and I'm smart enough. I feel like 12 years of legal experience at the high level. Yeah. 300 something mediations. I'm built for all this, bro. And I hope nobody's like looking at this as arrogance, but it's like, nah, come on, man. You got to be confident in what you do, bro. How can you be in a sport where your players are competitive and they compete? Yeah. Like for me, I know if you don't, you're gonna get ate up, bro. You know that. I know how I'm built. I think, I feel like, GMs do their homework. They looking at me like, oh, this is his first big dip. Nah, bro, I've been doing this. It's just like a mediation is a protracted contract negotiation. You think about it. You're talking about measurables versus like all these type things. I mean, I'm excited, bro. I want to see Jeff get what he deserves, and I also want to prove myself because I know I'm like that. Real quick, this gonna be the last question of the night, and I love it. Shout out to John Cena, and I got to get Paul on more often. We both be running around crazy. How do you feel about the Lamar situation, right? Because he doesn't have an agent. He deserves a lot of money. He has missed, I believe, 10 games in the last 2 seasons. He has took some hits. You know what I'm saying? How would you approach that situation? I know it's a little difficult to talk about because he's not represented. He has no representation. But like, let me just say this. I won't even say how would you handle that. What do you feel? What does he need to do? Well, first of all, let me just take y'all behind the lens real quick. He does have representation to a certain extent. The NFLPA, like the players who don't have agents, Mark Levin, all those guys, Richard Sherman's of the world, Archambault. No, they're within the NFLPA. So okay. Gotcha. What I'm saying is they're cap guys. They got people helping him behind closed doors. Believe that, bet your bottom dollar, because that's what the NFLPA is for. Yeah. Right. So he has people helping him. Now, like as far as like getting that money, you got Burrow up to get paid. Yes. You got Herbert up to get paid. Yep. I do believe that the Deshaun Watson contract was an outlier. Yeah. You had a perfect storm of things happening. You had a great agent in David Mulligeta. You had a desperate organization. Desperate. You had a situation that was just wild. So like the guaranteed money, like the Browns were forced to do that. And then you had a guy who was last second because Atlanta had him locked up. Yeah, and you also had a guy who I think had a no trade clause or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't he? Yep. So like all these things kind of like, yes, I do agree that you'll be hard pressed to see another fully guaranteed deal like that. So, but you look at the options, what can happen with Lamar? He plays on that franchise tag. Mm-hmm. You're talking 47. You tag him again, you're talking 55. He done made 100 if you play on them 2 tags. If you try to tag him again, it's so astronomical. You would have to pay him 76. So that's why you never get tagged 3 times. Yeah, astronomical. It's like, all right. I didn't know that, bro. Yeah, it's astronomical. Look it up. It's 78, I think. There ain't nobody getting tagged 3 times. Yo, that's insane. Tag me once, tag me twice, tag me thrice. Hell no. But so what I'm saying is like, I think what's going to happen is cooler heads are going to prevail. The Ravens are so tailored to what Lamar does.
Yes.
Like, what you gonna do? Go draft the kid from Florida and hope he develops into who Lamar is?
Yeah.
Mind you, Lamar is an MVP caliber. Well, he is an MVP.
He was an MVP. Yeah.
He's done it without a legitimate number one receiver. Like, we can talk all we want about Burrow. Burrow probably got 3 number ones.
No, not probably. Boyd, he has 3 number ones. And Boyd. Yeah,
Josh
Boyd.
Allen.
Yeah,
People
all of them.
All this talk about Josh Allen. Josh Allen didn't make that leap until he got Diggs.
Yep.
So all these guys can get true number one receiver, and Lamar just got super tight ends.
Yeah.
Bro ain't never had a number one, so we don't know who he could be.
Yeah.
He's been doing this in spite of. So I think with Lamar, bro, what they need to do is they'll split the baby. Here's what I think happens. I think they make him the highest paid at the position. They give him a number, but they maybe guarantee 75 to 80% of it. And I think that'll get it done. Russell Wilson was guaranteed at about 67.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar wants 100. So, hey, let's split that baby. We'll get you to 80. Or, you know, if I'm his agent, I'm going to just chop it up. Like, hey, Lamar, the fully guaranteed probably ain't going to happen off principle now because they done stood on that. But here's what we can do. How about we get you a 3-year extension, a 3-year deal, right? Let's look at what the cap, let's balance again what the tag number looks like. So the negotiation started what the tag number is. The tag number is 48. So we ain't taking nothing less than 48. And we'll probably start the negotiating what a subsequent tag would look like. A second tag will be 55. So I'm coming in, if I'm the agent, I'm coming in on a neat, clean deal. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do, bro. Graphk, I'm going to come in there. I'm going to say, all right, 3-year extension because I know the market is about to explode again.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The market is about to go
with
crazy.
Burrow and these guys finally get their deals.
The market, and also the salary cap, because what people don't realize,
every year,
salary cap is tied. There's so many things it's tied to. It's called AR, all revenue. Yep. So with these new TV deals, salary cap just went up from 202 to 225 this next year. After that, it'll probably be 260. So we're saying in 4 years, the salary cap probably be 320, 330. Yeah. It's gonna be crazy.
Hey, Paul, talk that shit, bro.
My bad, bro. I get it.
No, I love it.
Everybody who know me, somewhere my mama probably like this would keep. I used to have that boy used to watch Inside the NFL Football.
I love it, bro. Like I'm sitting here like, go. Let's go.
To let me on TV sometimes. But anyway, so you're looking at that number, bro. So I would say if I'm Lamar, and Lamar hit me up, bro, I'd do this. Give me 1.23 million, and I'm gonna do this deal for you, bro. Yeah. All cash though, in a Louis bag, and I keep the Louis bag. But so I would come in at 60.
Yeah,
I would say I want a 3-year deal, 180 fully guaranteed. Right? Yeah. That's what I would do.
Okay.
If it was me, because Burrow, because now I have flexibility and I done got my bag.
Yeah,
I got 100 and I've gotten fully guaranteed, and I get to come back to the table at 27 or 28 years old. That's when I'll try to break. That's when I'll sign a dumbass. I'm sorry, the Pat Mahomes deal was terrible to me.
Yeah,
that 10 years, 500, bro. Why? But anyway, that's that old school mentality. That's Lee Stein, he's 70. But
I think they gave him like some like ownership in the Royals in the Royals too.
That deal gonna look like a VCR in 2 years.
Yeah, real talk.
But anyway, I would go. But then they're gonna come back. They're gonna say, "Hell no, we're not giving you fully guaranteed." You're like, "Okay, yeah, we'll make a concession. We'll do 4 new years on the deal. I would probably come back 4 years, 230, 85% guarantee. We're gonna keep going till I get that 3. Like, if you want me to give up something, for example, if I'm gonna lose my short-term flexibility, and you try to lock me into a 5th-year deal, like 5 new years, it's kind of like the Denzel meme where he like, I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving here with something.
So if you're gonna hit me with a 5th year, it's no trade, no franchise, no trade, and I'm going to need 90% guarantee. If you for that extra year, you see, because what the organization wants, they want to have you under team control that extra year. So, bro, at the end of the day, bro, everybody's gonna have to give up something. You're not gonna win 100%. In the end of the day, I don't think any deal you go to bed like I kick their ass. You're gonna wake up and be like, I'm gonna wake up after the Simmons deal is done and be like, damn.
Hey, everybody in the comment section, welcome to the newest superstar NFL agent on the rise.
Oh, I ain't see that. That's probably my cousin. Somebody.
No. I said that. Nobody said nothing. The way you broke that down to a T was beautiful.
Bro, you gotta live this shit, bro. Like me and you could talk about this all day. Like bro, I wake up in the middle of the night at 2 a.m, you know, and I'm just like, damn, Chris Jones got 75%. Chris Jones got 75% guaranteed money. No, he really did. His deal 4 years, $80 million. Yeah. But he got 66 guaranteed. And I'm like, that's 75%. We gotta beat that. Like, so in my mind, I'm already like, we gotta beat something. Because like,
hey, real quick, everybody, they doubled down on Lamar. They said that he will be in on the next offensive coordinator. They just fired their offensive coordinator today. They doubled down and said that Lamar will be back. Whether they extend him, franchise tag him, he's not going anywhere. So I'm just saying, but I love the breakdown that our brother put up. ATP is either Lamar or Brady for us. It's not Lamar, Blake. It's not going to happen. Brady will be a Raider here soon. It's just going to happen, bro. Like Josh McDaniels, David Ziegler, everything is lined up for it, bro. Look, I'm telling you, Paul, I don't know if you've been paying attention to what's going on, but Brady, man, will probably be in the silver and black here shortly, man. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Yeah, man. With that being said, my brother, hey, man, we're over almost an hour and a half.
Damn, my bad, bro. My bad.
No, bro. You know me and you could do this all day, but I know you got stuff going on. I know Jeff's in town. Do me a favor though. Send me the Addy to the church one more time when we get off the phone. When we get off.
First, shout out to my church family. First Baptist Hamilton Park, man. Hey, we start Bible study again in February, so then you have to pull up with me.
Yeah, I got to get back active, man. This year, man, I'm trying to get on my chi, man, and really come back. You know what I mean? And be one. I'm trying to get right, man. I wanted to.
God ain't gonna leave you, bro.
No. He's never left me, bro. Like my life is beautiful, but I still want to work. I want to work on myself and better myself in every which way possible. You know what I mean? So I got to stay in that. Man, look, I'm gonna talk to you, bro.
All right, bro.
Shout to everybody here in the building, man. Shout to everybody that came in to rock with Paul. Do me a favor, you guys, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel. Hit that thumbs up, which we say wipe them feet. You know what I mean? I want everybody in the comments section to go check out Jaray Jenkins one more time. You know what I mean? Support our brother Tyree Phillips. He will be playing against the Eagles this weekend in the playoffs. You know what I mean? And we know what it is with Big Jeff. Go ahead, brother. On the way out, let him know what's up. What's on your mind, King?
Oh, man, look, I just want to thank everybody for watching, man. I know, like I say, I tell you every time, bro, I give you your flowers. You know, I met you randomly, but, you know, you sharing this platform with me and championing me. It's crazy, like when enough people believe in you, you kind of start to believe in yourself a little bit more. Because it kind of validates you. Like, damn, somebody said, like, the next Drew Rosenhaus in that thing. And it's like, yeah, me? But you know,
why not you?
I put in that work, and you know, I was I had dinner the other night with Trent Williams' agent.
Yeah,
one of the best in the game. He's the first black agent to ever have a #1 overall pick. Yeah. And he was talking to me about Eugene Parker, who repped Dion and Rod Woodson and all these other guys. And you start to think about your legacy.
You know, Rod's out here right now too, right?
Did not.
Oh, he left?
Oh, Rod Woodson?
Right. You know, they're practicing now. He's the head coach for the Las Vegas Vipers, I believe.
Oh, I didn't. Well, I got to get connected. My guy, Andre Garrard, is coaching with Houston.
I'm going to connect you with Stu because they, you know, Rod and Stu played at Purdue together, and they asked Stu to come out here to you know, teach up some of those guys. I got to get you with all these guys, man.
You know, you call me, I'm there. I'm pulling up. I'm PUP, pull up Paul. Not physically unable to perform, but my man, just that you know, you talk about Eugene Parker and that legacy, and for me, bro, it ain't for clout, bro. It ain't for like the money. It ain't for none of that, bro. It's just like I want to be the best in my field. I want my daughter who watching to see me pour and give it everything I had to be somebody. You know, I'm gonna have more kids one day. Maybe I'm gonna be an old ass dad, but you know, I want to experience those things. You know, the way you and your boys was out there playing. You know, God willing, you know, I get, you know, a boy maybe out the deal, but you know, I want that. I want that legacy. I'm gonna keep pushing myself, man. So saying all that to say, bro, thank you for allowing me to come and talk about what I love, because you could easily, you know, be a gatekeeper with that and not want to see me elevate, but you didn't help push me into a different realm.
I didn't look, bro. Like, you know, great people deserve every look in a book. You know what I mean? And look, bro, you know, regardless of anything, we look, this helps both of us. You know what I mean? And to see you moving up and help me moving up, bro, it's a win-win for everybody. I just enjoy these conversations, bro, because I love this game. Like I know you love this game. And you know, is there something you wanted to check out real quick? I see you looking in the comments section.
I was just really say we need to get this guy. I can't see the comment. I like to.
Oh yeah, no. Shout out to Chris. He said we need to get this guy a Raiders player. This is facts because once we get Paul a Raider, I'm never off his phone. Paul gonna hate me. Hey, what's up? Hey, bro, what's going on? What's shaking?
Hey, bro. Yeah, man. And I got to get you some water. So, no, I'm telling you, no. I got this. Hold on, bro. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
All right.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
All right, you do that. I'm gonna hold down the chat. Shout out to my brother Cap in the building. Love you, Cap. Shout out to my brother Cap.
So it's 2 days water, right?
Okay.
I was at the headquarters in Richardson. I'm gonna take you with me next time, bro.
Okay.
It's alkaline water. I'm working on getting investment stuff with, bro. It's some good water. Me and Jeff going to the facilities pretty soon. This might turn into vitamin water, bro. Like that level of, you know, everything got to start somewhere.
Hey, let me know if I can throw a couple ducats in there real quick.
It's called 2 days, bro. Look,
bring me one on Sunday if you can.
Bro, I don't even drink water like that, bro. I've been drinking the water.
Hey.
I've been drinking. Hey, I feel like an athlete. Hey, I walk around my house. I have my robe on. I got a new robe, and I drink my alkaline water. Can't tell me nothing, bro. Can't tell me nothing.
Hey, the alkaline water hit though. I ain't gonna hold you though.
It do, bro. It do.
Good.
It do, man. But yeah, we church 10:30, man. You know, I get there early. You know, I'll be on row 6. You know where to find me.
Yeah, send me the Addy one more time. Once again, man, shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate you guys. On the way out, man, subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow my brother Paul. You already know I'm going to put his Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff in the description box. If you guys didn't see it up and down the chat, I appreciate you, my brother, and everything that is coming your way. I have to say this again. You deserve everything, my brother. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna definitely give you your flowers in person come Sunday at church, man. So salute to you. Salute to everybody in the building. We appreciate y'all. We outro, man.
See y'all at the Pro Bowl, man. I'm outside.
There we go. Day.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm outside.
I'll be outside with you, my brother. You already know.
Outside. All right, man.
My brother. One.
All right.